Greetings everybody watching me right now. Welcome back to Shexa's YouTube channel. Here we are going to have a live lecture about Microsoft Office Word. Please leave a like, give me some likes, comment, share, and most importantly subscribe, because if you subscribe you will never miss any new video that I'm going to upload on this channel for you guys. Right, so today we're going to cover some concepts, fewer concepts as compared to the concepts covered previously in our previous lecture where we talked about Microsoft Office Word. So the concepts include paragraphing, page numbering, references in terms of inserting captions on images or figures, table of contents and table of figures. Excuse me. We are also going to cover page numbering and page numbering formats. That is to say, some few pages are numbered in decimal values, and some are numbered in Roman numeral values. So that's what we're going to cover today. And for us, for me not to waste your time, I will show you what we did last time, and then also present what we have today. Right, so previously we have worked on a project document which is like this, where we've covered inserting some shapes, and some text and editing this text. So if you really want to watch this lecture, the previous lecture where we talked about Word and more concepts, make sure you click on this suggested lecture. Keep on checking on the top area of this video content so that you can click on that and walk through the lecture. You shall also be able to come up with such a document like this one, where we have a table and some images. But today, and I think last time we also covered watermarks and other things. You shall also be able to do that, and we have navigation view on our left side, where we have our headings, some pages and results and so forth and so forth. So that's for last time. That is what we have covered last time, where we have some references which are in the form of word fields. We have talked about this last time, but maybe because somebody requested a special lecture about references, I might cover that one as a single concept in a single lecture in the future. If you support that person, just type in the comment section and say we want referencing lecture. Just say referencing lecture. Right, so this is for last time, and then for today we shall be coming up with such a document like this one, where we talk about the cover page like this, a simple cover page like that. We look at headers and footers. We have our footer there. And we shall also talk about the header, which is not showing here, but I'm sure it must be showing. Maybe I've opened the wrong document. hide its word block. Let me try to open this one and check if no, that's not it, that's the previous one. So we'll look at how we can work around with footers and headers. And here is a list of table of figures or list of figures. It's an automated one, which the one that you can actually update automatically. And here we have chapters and some text, and you can see that this text is aligned somewhere and this one is aligned somewhere. So let's rush through, and here are some comments on how these things are done. Chapter 2, which looks at headers and footers. And then you can observe that the numbering on chapter pages is of this type. And then if you check on these other chapters, on these other pages, from chapter 1 we have page 1, but this page with abstract is numbered in this form. So that's what we are going to cover today. So let me just close that one and have this one zoomed so that you can see the numbering there. So let's not waste much of our time. Let's rush into it. So if you want to create a new document, then you say new. So what's on our cover page? And then what's on our cover page? We have covered how to enter text in a document, how to type some text in a document, how to copy and paste some text in the document. So if you want to learn that, refer yourself to the previous lecture about Word. So today we are just going to type the text and do the practical thing. So I will try to move a bit fast so that we do not waste our time. We don't want this to take more than 1 hour. If it takes more than 1 hour, it must not exceed 1 hour 15, right? So this is it, word processing, and then words 2016 in brackets, practical 2, that's what we have. So let's just minimize this and put this one aside, and then minimize that as well, and then put this page. So the page that we are working on is the one, this one, which is named document 1, and we shall rename it to something else which is a bit meaningful than just saying that, than just saying document 1. So what we want to start with is the cover page. So we want to copy this text, but we don't copy it that way, we just type in. So we say word processing, because if I copy it and paste it to that side, you will never know how it was formatted to that style and to that color and so forth. So here we say word processing, and in brackets we say Word 2016, because I am using Word Microsoft Office 2016. But if you are using anything above 2007 or even 2007, it can do this, but it's better if you work with the latest version of Office. Right, so what we do next is, let me just keep my time, is that let me make sure that by 45 minutes from now we must be done, 45 or less, right? So what we want to do now is 45 or less, right? So here we centralize it like it is there, and then we choose this formatting, and then we bold our text, we increase the size, we change the font type or font family to Times New Roman, and then we click here just to check the size is 22, and then here we click that up until we get to 22, right? So that's it. And then we change the font color to this, which is the same as that one, and then this is capitalized, so we go there, capitalize on text, and then we press enter so that we type practical 2. So that we try practical 2, right? And then we say this is caps, so what I can do is on my keyboard I can click on caps so that I can type everything in caps lock. Alright, so here it's saying practical 2. Is this exactly what is written there? Yes, practical 2. Right. So after that we enter twice and then say first, right? Let's deactivate our caps lock, and then we say first name, and then you put that, and then you put your name here. If you are Shexa, you say Shexa. If you are not, you say whatever you are. Last name, my last name is, so you see here, this is not recognized by the English dictionary, so you right click and then click the correct phrase or correct term, and then my surname is Morty, and that's what I want this document to be. Then my registration number is C1212732A. So I want this to be capital letters, so I minimize my keyboard and then change here and say uppercase. So that's it. I think I'm done with the cover page, if not mistaken. So that's the cover page. That's how it is. Simple, as simple as that. But now let's say our document is Prac 2. Let's just say it is word processing Prac 2. Yes, right here. Right, so we now have our document like that. Let's press enter. Right, so if we press enter, we get another page. As you, if you can check here at the status bar, status area here, you can see that we are now having 2 pages and we are on the second page. And on second page, what do we have from the page that we are copying? Second page, we have contents of table of contents. Here you can leave it like that. Let's just say contents here. Just say table of contents, so that we know that this page is meant for table of contents. And then we press enter up until we get to the third page. In this third page, what do we have from the page, from the document that we're copying? We're having table of figures. We just say table of figures here. Figures. Well, in actual fact, let's just put the items. So instead of say table of contents here, let's just put the table of contents there. So the moment we get a new page, right, we say references. So as you get to references tab, what do you want? Table of contents, and then you choose the first one, contents table. Creating a table of contents, start by applying a heading style from the styles gallery to the selected text. Okay, so our table of contents is empty. You see, let's get down and have table of figures, which is also going to be empty. Insert table of figures under captions, references tab, captions, and then insert table of figures. We choose this one, we just say okay. No table of figures entry is found. That's fine. So the moment when we come next, we shall see update and see some table of figures, some list of figures coming up. So we say enter until we get to the fourth page. Right, on the fourth page, what do we have on this page? We have an abstract, and the abstract on the fourth page. So the abstract is going to be copied as it is from here. We just say copy, then here we put abstract as our heading, and then we say Control V. Right, let's just keep text here so that you see. So these are options for copying, for pasting. You can say keep source formatting to say the way the text was formatted in the original document shall be kept to this document. And then you may merge to say the formatting that I am having in my destination document must be the same formatting to the text that I'm pasting on this document. Or I may just keep the text and then paste it here. So if I do this, and then maybe I can highlight the text that I want to edit here, and then go to home, and then reduce the size to 12, which I think is the standard one. And here I can do what can I do? Let me remove bold here, and then put it back to automatic. So let's remove the style and get back to our original one. Yes, that's the original one. And then we can justify our text. Right, so abstract, this abstract from the original document, how is it? It's that color and that size 16. So what I want to do is want this abstract to be of heading 2. So heading 2, that's it. So what you do is every text that is going to be of heading 2 will be styled. So instead of editing every heading 2, we can modify here. You right click here and then say modify. So let's start by editing heading 1. So let's modify. Heading 1 must be of size 22, and it must be bolded and with that color, and it must update automatically when we have a new heading 1 text. Click OK here, but this one is not heading 1, it's heading 2. So we click heading 2 and edit it again. We want heading 2 to be of size 20, and then be bolded, automatically update. Click OK. And then heading 3, modify. We want heading 3 to have that color, and we want it to have size 16. And then let's have it bolded, update automatically. Okay. And then heading 4, we modify it as well. We want this one to be size 12. Let's just say 40. And then you bold it and italize it. update automatically and say okay, right? And then we highlight this, and we want this one to be heading 2, right, like that. And then we centralize it, and then we save our document. But this word processor was bolded in the previous document. Right, and we can right click here and click that one to say word processor is just editing. Right, we are done with our ATM. And then if you want to see the navigation bar here, just click on view navigation pane. We now have it there. We now have our abstract. And then if you go up here to our table of contents and update it, you will see that we now have abstract. You know what I'm saying? We now have abstract on page 4. Go down to page 4. If you are here, you can actually click here and go to page 4 straight. So that's it. Let's check the document that we're copying. It's here, and then the next page is chapter 1 now. So we move to chapter 1. We enter up until we get to page 5. Keep checking here to make sure that you see that you are now on page 5. Right, we are now on page 5. So here we go to home, and then we say heading 1, and our heading 1 is of type what? Is our heading 1 is what? Chapter 1. Right, and we just centralize it. Maybe we may edit here, modify here. We can click here, and then new documents based on this template. Yes, and then okay. So that every document that I create as a new document, it will use these formatting styles that I am applying here. So this is chapter 1, and it's of heading 1. And then chapter 1 is about what? Let's check on the document that we're copying. Paragraphing or text alignment. So what we do is we type to say, or we can just click to say heading 2. It's of what? Paragraphing. Or text alignment. Right, so as you can see, what is happening here is what will be happening in the table of contents up there. Right, and then let's go to the table of contents and update it. Update it here, the entire table. It's not having all these things, but now I want this to be of heading 2 so that it appear in the table of contents. Alright, so I save it there. Alright, that's fine. Let's get to this position. Now what do you have under this paragraphing? We have some text, I'm sure, and this is the text, and this is the actual text about the notes. Most of you were asking me, can we have the notes? Can we have the notes? So I have sent some notes, and this document is also included in the notes that were sent to you by somebody called Mem Sabeka. So that's it, and then we will do what? We save our document, and then we start with a which alignment? Left alignment, and left alignment is of left alignment is of what? Is heading 3, is of, so heading 3, so heading 3 is that. So we say what? Left alignment here. alignment, then say enter, then we just copy text. What I want you to observe is the alignment. This is the text that we are going to copy. Just right click and copy, then paste it here. Let's just paste it as let's just keep text. Right, you see that it's Calibri of size 11, but I want it to be of this type. So paragraphing is in this area under home tab. Paragraph group, and then we have left alignment, center alignment, and this is left alignment. So text is already left aligned. So these are the definitions and some few notes about left alignment. So you can observe that text is starting at this margin, and even if we have some spaces, it's not aligned to a specific margin here. When a line breaks, it's breaking on it's breaking anyway where it feels that the word can no longer fill the space that is left on its right side. So that's what happens, and these are some few notes and shortcuts on how one can perform these events using shortcut keys on the keyboard. And here is the image. Left click, so you just insert, click on insert, and then click on picture. And we want to get the picture from where? Work. Cut. Yes, right. Word processor. And then in word processor, left alignment is this one, so that's the image we want to put. So you've inserted that image, and these are the steps: home tab, alignment, align text to the left under paragraph, and then align text is aligned to the left like this. You can see that it's formal, it's uniform this side, but on that side it's not uniform. So we also want to have a caption on our image. So what we do is we just press enter and go to references, then under captions we insert caption. But here you can click on numbering to say include chapter number. If you say don't include chapter number, it will just say figure 1, figure 2, figure 3. But we may say chapter 1 is got some figures, chapter 2 is with some figures, chapter 3 is with some figures, and when you say figure 7 in chapter 3, it doesn't make a good flow. So what we want is chapter 1 must have figure 1a, figure 1b, or figure 1.1, figure 1.2, figure 1.3, and then chapter 2 must have figure 2.1, figure 2.3, figure 2.4. So that's what we put on numbering here. We just say include chapter number. So we will click on here, include chapter number, and say okay, and say okay. But now the chapters are not numbered. So this is chapter 1. So we want one on every figure which exists within chapter 1. So we say figure 1 and 1, figure 1, 2, figure 1, 3. So all we do is we highlight that one and go to home. Then we apply this this numbering, and then we select this one. Say this. So it's named as chapter 2, but it's chapter 1. So what we do is we delete this chapter, and then we say heading 1. And then enter home, go back here, and click here and say right. So what happens is it's because we have something that has been termed as heading 1 somewhere. Alright, so what we want to edit that. So we check also it is heading 2. Then chapter 2, we say it's heading 1. And then we start just say chapter 1. Then we apply it. Alright, let's just leave it heading 1 here. So this is chapter 1, but it's being termed as chapter 2, which is what is bothering me. Let me check. Right. Right, let me right click on it like this, highlight it, we start at 1 and then say chapter 1. So this is the chapter that I have, and I want it to be aligned at the center here. So every figure that I'm going to have in this chapter, I can say go to references and then say insert caption. Then it's now figure 1 because I have chosen to include chapter number, and the chapter is chapter 1, so the first one number here is the one that is representing chapter number. And then I can say that, and here I can say left text alignment. Right, so that's the figure that I have. So I can go back to this and right click and then update field. You will see that I now have figure 1, which is on page number 6. I can save my document. I think you now understand what is going on. So we're going to have some few more pictures so that you familiarize yourself with insertion of captions and pictures. And then let's now have central text center text alignment. Alright, so we just copy text about center text alignment. So this is heading what? This is heading 3. Let me just check the flow. This left alignment was heading 3, yes, that's fine. So here I can have my heading 3, heading 3 here, and then we'll say what this is center text alignment, right? And then I want to copy the text from the document, which is that. And then I can paste it. No, I don't want that. I can paste it where's my document here. You can paste it here, and then you can see that. Let me just say keep text. You can see that currently it's aligned to the left. So if I want to align it to center, I can highlight it and then click here. So if you want to know the shortcut, you can just move on here. And then you see Control E, that's aligning text to the center. Then here, if you want to align it to the right, Control R. Right. So I press enter. Now we want to add some text about how to align the text to the center. So how to align text to the center is a heading. It's a size. It's of style heading 4. Style heading 4. So go to style heading 4, and then I say how to align text to the center. Then here I can put some text notes, and the text notes are here. Here are the steps and the shortcuts. I can also highlight the picture. You can also highlight the picture. Right click, copy, minimize, come here, right click, and then paste. But the picture, maybe I didn't highlight it. I can go back to the document and highlight the picture. Right click on the picture, and then say copy. I can right click here and then paste the picture here. But it has been pasted. Then press enter and then paste the image here. You can see the image now, and it's showing how you can align text to the center and how text appears when it's aligned to the center. So that's it here. You can see that the headings are being updated here, and they are being indented to the right from the left margin. So that's it. Let's go back and see what we want next. And then we add the caption, center text alignment in this image. Say enter here, enter once, and then go to references, and then insert caption. Figure 1, 2. Okay, you can actually enter the text here. Center text alignment, and then say okay. You may say let's say you may choose to exclude the text. You may just say you want your figures to be 10 to 1.2 without the term figure and the text after the figure number. Right, so say enter, and then we now add right alignment, which is of style 3. Then right text alignment, then press enter. What do you do? Put some text. Where do you get the text from? You get the text from here. So if you have these documents, please copy, open them and copy. I'm sure you have received it. So let's just keep text. So it's left aligned, so we highlight it, and then on the keyboard you must no, this is right, Control R. So on the keyboard you say, you highlight this, then you say Control R. It's now aligned to the right. So you say enter, and then heading 4, how to align text to the right. So we put some text, and this is aligned to the right as well. Control R, and then here is capital letter H, then you press enter here, and then we enter the text under this heading, which is that, and we shall also have an image. So you now know how to copy some images. So these are the notes, and then let's insert the image from, let's insert the image from the computer. It's what is right alignment, that one, and then insert it. So you can also align this text, or you can edit it to that. You can put some borders, but yeah, let's just leave it like that. And you can go to home and align it to the right like that. So you can see that we now have our figure. Let's press enter so that we can put the caption. So insert caption. So it's now figure number 3. Press enter and you can add the text here. right text alignment. Right, so this is the right text alignment, and then the next heading is what? So you can see how text is aligned to the right. We want to justify now, so justify. Let's just have a heading called justified text. Justified text, right? So this is, without clicking anywhere, this is heading what? Heading 3. So I press enter. Let's see that it's coming. It's coming like that. And then justified text, we have this information. Let's copy it and then go back to our document and then paste it there. And let's just keep text. So you see it's not justified. There are some inconsistencies. One to the right, but one to the left it's aligned. So we can align it by clicking this button under paragraph and paragraph in group, which is under home tab. So that's text aligned now. Right, text is now justified. So how is that done? I think we also need a heading 4 text which tells us how it's done. So how to, so here is where we want our heading 4 to be. So heading 4 is what? It's aligned, it's justified. Now we type to say how to justify text and press enter, and then you put some few notes and some image. If not mistaken, here are the few notes, and then we paste them here, and then we can justify our text, and then we choose an image to insert, and this is what justify. Right, it's not there, so we can put the caption, references, insert caption, and then this is justified text. Right, so it appears like that, and then we can save our document and then go back to that document, that the one that we are copying, and then we can see that we are now moving to next page. But if we go back to figures, table figures here, we can observe that we can right click and update the field, update in the entire table. Okay, we now have these figures, you see. So these exist within chapter 1. You get what I'm saying? So, and here we can navigate. So this is the navigation pane. Right, so we are done with chapter 1. Let's go, let's press enter up until we get to the next page. And the next page we're going to talk about the headers and the footers. The headers and the footers. Right, so headers, and the first thing is to say chapter 2. Let's just say boom, and then initiating 1. Chapter 2 is here already, and then we say heading 2 is about what? Headers and footers, and then we have a paragraph describing what these things are. So headers and footers. So this text is now aligned, and then we paste our text like that. And then, so a header is the top margin of each page, and the footer is the bottom margin of each page. Headers and footers are useful for including material that you want to appear on every page for a document, such as your name, the title of the document, or page numbers. You get what I'm saying? So you will see the page numbers and some text that we wish to have, maybe the images. In this case, I want to add an image in our header. So let's have a small description about the header. So this header is heading 3. So I can click on heading 3 here and say headers, and then say I put some text. But here I've repeated that text, so I don't want to repeat that text. Alright, so this is a small description about what a header is. If you want to understand these notes, or if you want to read these notes, you can just pause this stream or this video content and then read the notes, understand them, proceed. You will see how we add headers, you will see how we add footers. If you do not understand any concept, you may rewind the stream, or you may go back a bit and then repeat the same piece of video or the same piece of the same clip where the concept is described, but you didn't get it, maybe because you lost concentration because your phone was ringing, or you received a WhatsApp message or whatever. So you repeat, you can go back and repeat the concept, or you can actually ask on the chat section or in the comment section, and a lot of people will assist you, those that are understanding, and me as well. I will help you through the comments. Right, so headers, those are the headers, and then let's have heading 3 as well here, and say footers. Right, under footers, what do we have? Which footers do we have? What have we said about footers? So let's say you are writing this document and you're copying from the internet. So what you can do is you can Google from the internet to say what is a footer, and then you can copy and paste the text, but it's not allowed to just copy and paste if you are writing academic documents. So here, what is a footer in Word? So you ask that, and then the answer is going to be given shortly. And then what we want to do is to copy that text and paste it into our document. So this is taking time, so what we're going to do is we will just paste this text, or change it as we get the answer from the Google, from Dr. Google. Right, so now what we want is, let's just check our answers. Here they are. What is a footer in a document? Let's just click here and then copy this. Say a footer is the bottom of each page, and then Ctrl C, and then we can come and paste it here, so we can have it here. A footer is the bottom of the page. Headers and footers are used for whatever nonsense. Right, so that's it. So somebody was asking me to speak this way, but I don't know why I said sure. Right, footers, we have footers that way. So what else do we have? How to insert those footers? We just need a picture, so let's insert the picture. Insert what picture, and then we get a picture from there, headers and footers. So that's the picture. We can add the caption here, caption under references, and then insert caption. This is chapter 2, so we have figure 2.1, and say okay. Then we type headers and footers. Then you can observe that from this image, you click on insert tab and then you choose header or footer, the one that you want to insert. So let's now save and check our table of contents. Here's our table of contents. Let's remove this, chapter 1, and then just update it. You can see that we now have a table of contents with a lot of text and with content. And this one we can also update it. We do not have figure 2.1 here. You can update this, update entire table. You can see now we have chapter 2. And then here you can say I want to have heading 2 here. And by heading 2, what do we have? This is table of figures, right? So I want this to be smart, so I want to go up. Right, so table of figures is there, contents is there, and other chapters, and so forth and so forth. So abstract must start from the top here. Must start on its own page. Then I have chapter 1, and then chapter 2. After all this, here's my chapter 2 and its headings. So I can save this document, and let's just say I want a watermark. I may choose to say more watermark. Let's just say custom watermark. It's just taking time. I want it to move fast. I don't want to waste much of the time. I don't want to take much of the time. Just give me some likes if you are liking what I'm doing here. If you want a picture, you can select a picture here. If you want to pick a picture as your watermark, let's say I want to use this as the picture watermark. You choose to use this and apply it. You can see that every document, every page is now having that as the watermark. Is it appearing? It's not. Let's just show it. So you can see that it's there, but it's appearing in the back. It's there on every page. But let's say textual watermark. So let's say this is confidential. I say, let me just say yes, confidential is already there. Apply and then say okay, close. So confidential is now there in every document. Confidential is there. Come to zoom it, you can see confidential there. Right, so that's it. So the headers, so if I want to insert some headers, I may just choose to say, let me use 210. Headers, this is the top margin of each page. So this is it here where I am moving the cursor. You can double click there. The moment you double click or continuously click, it's just taking time. Maybe it's because I have, right, let me double click there on the top area of the page. So here, that's the head area. In the bottom of the page, that's the footer. So what we want to add here is the heading text, but we want to have some images, so you can say insert what an image in the images that we want to get them from. Now it's here, images. I want to add that image. Let's choose this one. And so we have that, and then here we can say you can put the title to say word processing practical 2. All right, and then copy this and then paste it there. So what we have done here is we can actually edit this to say I want it to be of that size. So you see that you can see that the image is also moving. So I can press tab on the keyboard, say tab, and then maybe reduce the size of the text, because I want, let me just align the text to the center like this. So you see that my text is now aligned to the center, and I can zoom the text, and then the moment it overlaps or it goes to the next slide, I can reduce the size, and then I can bold it, I can style it to whatever I want. So let me style it to that and then bold it. So word processing, and then I want this color, this blue color. It's not matching the image color, so let me choose this blue color. Right, so that's the header, and it's going to appear on each and every page. So if you go to the first page, all the other pages, they are now having it. So that's one way of, you can double click on top of every page and you can edit the header. If you want to get out of the header area, you can double click inside the page like that, or what you can do is you can click on insert, and then you can choose header, and then you can choose the header type that you want, but we have already done that. So let's use this format to insert a footer. So the footer, we choose the footer, this footer. Which footer do you want to choose? Let's just choose this one, and then type here to say this is Shexa document. Maybe it's assignment. This is Shexa's assignment 1. This is Shexa's assignment 10, whatever. So Shexa's document, and then inside the brackets I can say C1212732A, then close the brackets. Then I can maybe format this text to say I want it to be aligned to the center, and I want it to be bolded, and I want this kind of style, whatever the style I want. I may choose to have it, let me use this one, and then increase the size so that it becomes visible, and then I can save it. And then if I want to get out, I can double click on inside this the page. So every page is now having this header and this footer. What is left is the page numbering. So I can just say from wherever I am, I can say insert, then page number here. I want my pages, I want the page number to be inserted at the top like that. But you see that the header, this page number is removed. What? It is removed the header that we have inserted earlier. So don't worry about that. If you still want the images, you can still edit. So we've inserted the page numbers. So let's click and check. Is this page number 1? So this is page number 1, page number 2, page number 3. But I don't want these pages to be numbered this way. I don't want them to be numbered that way. I don't want to be numbered that way. So what I do is I will do it this way. The last page, this is the last page, page number 4. That's the page. From page number 4 going upwards, I want it to be numbered differently. So I click here, somewhere at the end of this page. Then I say layout. Right, so we get here, and then we say in layout, and then breaks, we add a break, and then we say next page. So we want to break from this page going to page number 5. So we want to insert a break to say from page number 4 going upwards to say page number 3, 2, and 1. It's one document, and it's different from other documents from page number 5 and so forth. So that document, the second document, is the one that is to be numbered in a certain format from starting from number 1, and the previous one, whatever number for formatting. So we say next page. The moment we say next page, we now say insert, and then we say page number. We choose the format or whatever, and then here we now have page number 5. So we can click on page number here and then format page numbers. Then we want it to be of that format. Then here are more formats. Let's say we want it to be numbered ABC, and starting from A, and then save it and click here. We now have A, B, page C, and so forth. So if we go to the first page, you will find that it's numbered as this. So you can double click there and then page number, and then you can click on page format, and then start at 1, and you want it to be of that format, and then click OK, and then you double click. We are done. So that's it. That's it. So from the notes, you can observe that one of the documents is having the procedures of doing all this. The last slide is having all the procedures of page numbering and different page formats on one document. So thank you very much for watching me, for having me. Thanks very much for paying attention. Please subscribe, like, comment, so that I improve on my channel. Give me more likes, give me comments, suggestions, and so forth. Don't forget to share this with your loved ones, friends, colleagues, and family members if necessary. Enjoy the rest of your day.